Welcome, friends. It is I, your LostScarf, and it's time for the Sunday vlog. And I don't know how much there's to talk about. There is some Smite stuff. In the background, you see the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. Apparently, as far as I know, I'm the only one who plays this game. And random other things to talk about. Let's see here, Smite, Epic Loot, the new LP on Twitch, and then other stuff. So let's see, Smite first. So, been a week since Scylla came out, and Scylla is pretty awesome. She didn't get balance changed because she is balanced already, I feel. I already gave my views on that. Her ultimate is hard enough to land to be okay with what her ultimate can do. The fact you can do Alcoing's ult twice, because it's a very dodgeable ult, and it gets rewarded for the fact you catch somebody with it, being able to do it again, and you can punish a team who gets in a bad position by like Ares or Hades with that ultimate. But the same can be done with Alcoing and a lot of other ultimates. It's a perfectly dodgeable ult. I don't feel like she's overpowered in any way or underpowered. I feel like she's in a good place. Maybe she could be tweaked down or up, I don't know, but she definitely feels like a good place. The nerfs to Zhang Kuei and Geb are perfectly fine. You're going to see in Wednesday's game how both are still good. I should tell that. So Monday and Tuesday are going to be Hades and Anubis. Anubis Arena, Hades solo. And then Wednesday is going to be a Bastet jungle and ranked. And there's a Zhang Kuei solo in that match and a Geb support, and both of them do their job very well. Zhang Kuei is not as strong as he used to be, of course, because he can't burst while ulting, but he still does some good damage. While Geb, though his shield is less strong, is still very good, keeps him alive and a lot of other people alive very well, and he gets people out of bad situations. Both guys do a good job in the match, and you'll see that when we do Wednesday's post-commentary video for that one. It's also a 50-minute match, so I'm going to get cottonmouth like crazy. I'm not going to take any breaks. I'm going to drink water when I get a chance, but when you're casting a match, you don't get the pause thing. No, you have to go all the way through. So we're gonna go all the way through it, drink water when we get the chance, and just do what we can. Analyze abilities, names, see if we can get funny yet, see if we can get some flow in there yet. I don't know. It was a very good back and forth match. This is a very good match to watch. There's a lot of back and forth that's in this match. It's very intense, and it could have gone either way. I'm not gonna tell you if I won or lost because it goes back and forth. You can spoil yourself by looking at my matches, obviously, but it was a very good match that could have been won or lost at any point because of good play and also just bad mistakes made by both teams in that match. So, very intense match there. May as well talk about rank. So I'm doing silver rank now. I'm not going to get in gold rank this month, no way. I would have to win a lot of matches with win streaks and never lose a match if I want to get into gold next month, and that's not going to happen. I only have enough time to play 10 matches, maybe less. I only have enough time to make sure I don't fall back into bronze. I don't have enough time to try to get into gold. So we're going to see me in silver for a while until the population gets big enough that I get into gold just because there's more people. And we'll go from there. The skill level in silver is a bit better than bronze. And I say I'm going to say silver is about on par with casual, maybe a little bit higher than casual. Bronze and casual are about even, I think, as far as skill level goes. Sometimes bronze is even worse than casual, honestly. But silver looks like it's maybe a little bit above casual, and then gold, because of this, must be better than casual. Then diamond and platinum and diamond's got to be, of course, the top of it all. And I don't think I'm ever going to get to that point. I think we'll just be gold, and that'll be it. But we'll still have a good quality and number of matches from gold. But casual right now feels like it's still about a little bit below silver, maybe the same as silver depending on the matches. I've had the luck of having some pretty good teammates and opponents, so we'll see about that. So there's that. Big Machinima project coming up. You've probably seen bits of it. I'm going to be I dedicate this whole weekend to the Machinima project. I probably didn't get all the shots I want, but I'm going to keep trying to get them. I am just grinding out everything I can get for it. The spectator is awful, though. All the bugs are awful. Hi-Res makes it... Smite makes it very hard to do things sometimes. The crashing doesn't help, the bugginess doesn't help, the frame drops don't help. We're almost at release here. We're 9 days to release, I believe. And all these things just don't help at all. They really don't. Especially all the spectator bugs. And spectator's ugly now. I don't agree with the changes they made to spectator the last patch. I think it was pretty good. You're going to see the difference unless they changed it by then. By when I do the post-com, but I do not agree with the new color scheme with it. I don't agree with the new way they did it. They took out the time bar, which is really aggravating if you lose your place or crash out. And the frames just drop even in spectator. There are so many buggy things about the game that worry the balls out of me, really. And I'm not wrong to be worried. A lot of people are worried. And it's just, I hope things come together by release. You know they're working on it. They gotta be working on it. It'd be embarrassing to be buggy as balls at release. They're working on it. The problem is, can they do enough in time? That's really the question there. And I hope they do, because no one wants to see high-res fail. No one wants to see this fail. We want to see it succeed. Okay, maybe the Trabs guys want to see it fail, but we want to see this succeed. We don't want to see it fail. We want to see it do well. And we will see if that happens or not. Release is almost here. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. It's a fun game, and I can't wait for us to get this machinima done for it, because it's just about how awesome Smite is. But it's really hard, the irony of trying to show off how Smite is awesome when Smite is not being awesome to us right now. So, holy crap. But we'll try to do what we can. Now, let's see here. Anything else as far as Smite goes? No, Smite every day as always. Patch will be Tuesday. Same old with Smite. New God's not going to come out until after release, is my understanding. They're going to stop at 50 for now, so we're just going to see another balancing patch. Oh yeah, the item trees. So it's cool that they integrated the item trees completely. I just don't know about the balancing of all the item stuff, and what is more interesting to think about is what this does to the pro teams, because Cognitive owned everyone for 10 weeks with the old item stuff, and now they've changed all the items after the road to the 175k is over. So they've been having to adjust for it, and luckily there's been tournaments every week for them to keep adjusting. They lost one tournament. They lost in a best of one, though. They've lost best of ones. They haven't lost a best of three, so Cognitive's still the top team to deal with. But with all these item tree changes and everything, that can change things up, just because everyone's trying to relearn these things. It doesn't change gameplay, but it definitely changes just how you do things in some ways. So definitely curious to see what happens at the tournament because of all these changes to gods and items and warding, and how the game just keeps getting changed right before release, because it is still beta, and seeing what it does to the pros. That is a very fascinating thing to look at. And I think that's everything Smite related for now. As far as streams go with Smite, we've been doing more silly games. I think that's just what I'm going to do, because I don't really feel like doing straight up games, because I bring in people from all levels. I bring in people from like level 5 and like level 20 and stuff like that. And we lose matches, a lot. And because I've been taking Smite so seriously lately, it bugs the crap out of me. So I'm just do more silly games, so I don't get bothered by losing as much. It shouldn't bother me that I'm losing, but it has lately. I don't know what's going on with me, but it has been bugging me lately, so I'm not in a good place for that then. Like, if I get in a better place, then I can go back to just playing straight-up matches. But right now, silly matches, because losing too much is bugging me a little bit, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Let's talk about epic loot for a moment. So those of you who might be interested in the game, I like this game and hate this game at the same time. It's a weird game. The first 10 levels of this game are very fun. You'll see me just barely getting level 10 in the footage, I believe. And the first 10 levels are fun. You're going through dungeons, the way the game works is, it's like Diablo, kinda. It's a dungeon crawler. You have one of these 4 heroes you can be and just go through a dungeon and just destroy dungeons that other people are making. Other people are making these dungeons. And you can make your own dungeon as well. All your money and life force is stored in your castle, and it can be stolen at any time by other players. Same thing for them. This is a completely single player game. It's pretty cool how this works. So you try to make these cool creative defenses. I didn't make any good defenses. You'll see in the video, my defenses are crap, and that's because I'm having too much fun just going through the game, and I'm leveling up so much that building a castle, I have to just keep making a new version of it constantly because I keep leveling up. So in this one, I'm not really doing too much leveling there, but it actually has beat a couple people. The problem with the game is when you hit level 10. Like, the first 10 levels, you're having fun going through all these dungeons, seeing how other people make dungeons and how your dungeon's working against other people. And you're having fun with that. You're crushing dungeons or getting beat sometimes. It's pretty fun. But at level 10, things take a turn when you get to the spring traps. And that'll be, I don't know if Jinx put it earlier, but that's near the end of the video when I find my first spring trap. And the spring trap is a floor panel that knocks you into a direction. And in this one, I get knocked into a bunch of enemies. Later on in the game, when mines or bombs are unlocked, you get spring trapped into a bajillion bombs and instantly die over and over again. And that is the most aggravating thing, most annoying thing ever, is running into that cheap trap. Because what happens is there's these corridor parts of the map where it's just a single square. There's nowhere else to go. And they put like 3 or 4 of those spring traps there, and you have to go through them no matter what. And they just knock you into the bombs, and then you just die. And like 80% of all the castles you go into have these stupid spring traps, and it just makes the game not fun anymore. When you find those dungeons that are creative in how they make their enemies and their traps and everything, it's very fun. It's very cool. It is awesome, but that is the minority of the time. The majority of the time, you run to a spring trap castle, that just launches you into a cheap death, and it's just not fun. Cheap deaths are never fun. Win or lose, if the castle is very challenging, it's rewarding, and I give like 5 thumbs up to a castle that was challenging or interesting. But if you have that spring trap, I just give you a 1, because it's not fun. It's just counter fun. And this all has to do with, of course, Foos, which is the concept of people do the easiest way to get things. The easiest way to win right now and defend is the spring trap and the bombs. I refuse to do it because I think it's stupid, so I don't do it, so I lose a little bit. But I've been attacking so many castles and crushing castles that I'm able to make up for those losses, but it's still just dumb and makes me not like the game as much. I've already put in 20 to 30 hours into this game by this vlog. I played the ever-living crap of this game in 1 week. I'm enjoying the game, but I see the flaws to it, and I just accept them, but it's starting to wear on me a little bit. When you go 10 castles in a row of these spring traps, you just don't want to play the game anymore. When you find those castles that aren't like these spring traps, the game's fun. It's like, dang, I got beat by this idea, or I got beat by this idea. There's some very creative ideas. But this is the problem of all games is people. Like, people will find the ways to do things the easiest way, and like the least fun way, and just, yeah. And this is why I try to shake things up in ways. Like, okay. I think this is the problem with a lot of things. Okay, so, epic loot. The problem with this game is people do this cheap combination trap thing that kills you instantly, or brings you down to like no HP very easily. Doesn't take a lot of effort. It's very annoying as hell, and everyone's doing it pretty much. A bunch of people do it, so a bunch more people do it just to find that these guys doing it, so they have to do it too. And you don't have to do it too, but they do it anyway, and so you just find all these unfun dungeons, and that sucks. But you see the same thing in what I think is one of the downsides of MMOs is people will do the same combination of moves every single fight. Every single fight you hit 4, 2, 3, whatever the numbers are for your combination abilities. You did that every single fight. This is one of the problems with MMOs is you do your combo, move on to the next group, do your combo, move on to the next group, do your combo, move on to the next group, do your combo, do it. We saw this when I was doing ESO. I just kept doing the same combo because that was the combo that worked. And that is my problem with MMOs is that you just keep doing this combo. Smite is a little bit better because you do have combos you can do, but because of the changing situation as you are playing the game, you're not always doing this kind of thing. You try to, but you're not always able to do that because there's just so many things going on in the game. So Smite, because of its malleability of how combat goes, it's not that boring. But MMOs, because you're doing the same damn thing over and over again, it can get wearing and boring. It's very unfortunate. You can break that up with good content, with quests, with voice acting, with story, all these things. Playing with buddies so that they're crushing things as quickly as you are, so you're not really doing your combos as often. There's so many different ways to get through that. But, I don't know. It is this thing where we do the easiest thing and the laziest thing as players that makes things less interesting. So when we did XCOM, where everyone's like, just keep taking cover. Take cover everywhere. Use these things smartly and do all this stuff. That's why I was playing so recklessly. Because one was out of spite, because I got tired of you guys talking to me, but the other one, well, telling me what to do. The other one was, it's more interesting if I'm reckless in gameplay. Because if I'm just going through cover the entire game through and playing very safe and never getting hit, or barely getting hit and just killing the enemy, it's not fun. We all know that. A run over is not fun to watch as much as a close match is. We all know that. It's not as exciting. Okay, example was the Super Bowl. Watching the Broncos get owned horribly was kind of cool the first part of it, because we're like, okay, we're going to see if the Broncos come back. And they never came back, and it was just a boring-ass match after that. It was boring as balls, the second half of that match, because they never came back, they never made it exciting, and it was just crap. And that's what happens in games. When it's just completely one-sided, where there's no push back, it doesn't feel fun, it doesn't feel interesting, and that's too bad. And this is a problem of this is, the way Jinx put it, I don't know where she got it from, is games are a battle between the developers and players, because players are trying to find the easiest way to do a thing, while developers are trying to find the most interesting way to do things. And they have to try to find ways to break it up so that it's the easiest way to do things is not always easy to find, or is not always the most optimal way to do things. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and that's a difficult thing to find. And right now, Epic Loot is suffering from that, and right now they're doing a lot of balancing patches, but I don't know if it'll be enough by the time I get tired of the game. I hope it is, because I don't want to get tired of the game. I like the game. It is a very simple game, though. It's, you run in, kill a bunch of crap, try to dodge traps, build your own version of things, try to be creative and this and that. That's all the game is. Destroy dungeons, make your own dungeons. Destroy dungeon, make your own dungeon. Grind, get grinded against, And it's fun, and also it's fun in a Dynasty Warrior sort of way. If you have fun just mowing things down, and sometimes you get challenged, it's fun in that way, and I have fun with it that way. I find fun in a lot of things, in different ways. And like Minecraft, all I enjoy is digging. That's what I enjoy. That's how I enjoy the game. That's my way of having fun with the game. Other people have fun building things. Jinx builds castles. She makes portraits. She makes amazing things in Minecraft. Jinx is a base builder. I am a miner, and that's all I do. I gather materials, she builds stuff out of it. That's how we play the game. Other people, they make these elaborate tricks, they make these elaborate things. Like, I remember the sheep cannon's pretty cool. Someone made the freaking Enterprise, which took a couple years to make. Like, so many things. Like, there's so many things you can do in Minecraft, and there's so many different ways to enjoy that game, and people do it their way. I mine. That's what I do. I'm a digger. I destroy. I create through destruction. That's how I do things. What else is there to talk about? Okay, so Sister's going to be here this week, so everything's going to be shaken up by that. I don't know how much you're going to see me. We're going to still do Tuesday's stream, because patch notes got to be done, no matter what. And we'll be doing the Bureau on Tuesday. Those who didn't see Friday's premiere of the new LP, it's the Bureau, XCOM Declassified. Fun as balls, oh my god. And it's infinitely more fun with viewers, it really is. Because I can make you guys the squaddies on my team, so that's really cool there. And Tuesday we're going to be playing more of that, but Friday is not going to have a stream because my sister's going to go out Friday night, so I'm not going to do a stream then. I'm going to have to change things up as far as streams go some point in the future because I'm enjoying the Bureau a lot, and I'm going to want to play it a lot, and only doing it twice a week ain't going to work. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to move the streams around and schedule things so that I can do XCOM more, so we can get through that LP, because I want to keep playing this game. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I want to keep playing it. I don't know why it's 66 on the Metascore. It does have bugs and finickiness. There is some bugs in this game. There is, not really bugs, but finickiness, where no matter, when you get close to cover, you jump into the cover. I don't want to do that. I want to stand around sometimes and then go into cover when I want to, but the game forces you to go to cover so much. The AI is not the best. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, so the AI could have had some work done on it more. This game does have its problems, but it definitely is not a 66 score. I think it's more of a 70. I think it's more of a 70 score somewhere. Like, this game's a C, not a D. That's how I feel about it. This game is definitely, it's above average. It's a very interesting idea. Maybe it's a B minus, I don't know. But this game is not a D score, not at all, if you think about it in scaling it that way. This is not a mediocre game. This game has some things about it. The atmosphere is awesome. The voice acting is pretty interesting and good. And I'm curious about the story. So I think this game should have not been rated as hard as it was, but maybe because it's a departure from XCOM, it got hurt so badly, I don't know. Metascores are hard to... Honestly, Metascores are not something you should really trust, but when you see them, people got to talk about them, and maybe I should just not talk about them, but I don't think this game deserves the flack it got. It's a lot of fun, I'm enjoying it a lot, and we're going to be seeing more LP of it. And Contrast, I got to figure out what we're going to do after Contrast, as far as that goes. Metro is pretty fun. I'm enjoying Metro. I'm glad people are watching it and enjoying that. Metro is just a fun game. It's very interesting, very dark game, very deep game. It is probably one of the best atmospheric games you'll ever play, though. It's just such good atmosphere, that game. The sound, everything you see, the lighting. It's such a very well done atmospheric game. Great job to the makers of Metro Last Light. And yeah, that's everything. I was all over the place with this vlog, and that's because there's just a lot of things to talk about. Oh, one last thing, One Way Heroics for the One Shot. See that video? That was a very fun game. Developer's Japanese. This is the first time someone's done a forced scroll roguelike RPG, and it works. I think it works. It was very fun, very interesting. I've enjoyed the crap out of it. I've played a lot of hours. I'm going to play more hours of it. I just like it a lot. It is so fun. So check out that video, see if you like it. It's $2 on Playism, the website Playism, where you can get Unholy Heights and other games like that. And it's like $4 on Steam, like $3.50 or $3.70 on Steam, I believe. It's weird how Steam has that price and Playism has a cheaper price, but that's how it is. So if you want to get it on Steam, you can get it for that price. If you want it cheaper, you can get it on Playism for $2, unless they change the price at some point. But there you go. That is the vlog. Thank you everyone who watched the vlog. Thank you everyone who watches the channel and any content. Upvotes, downvotes, likes, dislikes. Oh wait, upvotes that's Reddit. By the way, if you see my post on Reddit, please give me some love, because nobody likes me right now on Reddit, and I could use some help there. Thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. Even if it was like a minute or so, if you watched every single video all the way through, thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone and everything. Even if you don't like me, thank you for being around at least once. I don't know. I'm being weird with this thank you. All I know is I'm grateful for what we do. we know that. We know I'm grateful, and we know I'm going to keep pushing hard to do better, and that's how it's always going to be. And that's why I say this at the end of every vlog. Thank you to everybody, because I am thankful. I don't ever want to be not thankful for this. I don't want to get caught up in myself. I don't want an ego about it. Well, you'll get an ego no matter what, but I don't want to have a big... I don't want to have a dumb ego. I want to have an ego like, yeah, I'm doing great because I am doing great. Not because whatever stupid thing, but an ego that deserves to have an ego. Whatever. I'm not going very well with this, but I don't want to be... I don't want to forget. I want to stay humble. I want to stay hungry. I don't want to forget how much I appreciate everything, and I'm doing that. I'm making sure I don't forget. That's why I do this. Thank you to everyone. I say thank you at every video unless I forget, which is bad on me. But I say thank you every time because I am thankful for everyone watching. We make this content for people to enjoy, and I'm glad people are enjoying it. So thank you for that. Thank you for Jinx for her work. Thank you to everyone who watches the streams. Thank you to everything. Everything. Just thank you. Just thanks. Thank you. And that is the vlog. I had fun. Hope you had fun watching. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.
How you doing? Get over here, big guy. Feels good, man. Ah, much better. Another job well done.